3 points gone, one decision could decide Africa's next World Cup ticket. That's the shock ruling from FIFA. South Africa has been stripped of 3 World Cup qualifying points after fielding Teboho Mokoena, who should have been suspended, in their 2-0 win over Lesotho. The result has been overturned, a fine levied, and the Group C standings suddenly thrown into chaos. The offense. What went wrong? A suspended player was fielded. In March, South Africa defeated Lesotho 2-0 in a World Cup qualifier. However, it was later determined that Teboho Mokoena had accumulated 2 yellow cards in prior matches, a situation that should have triggered a suspension. Mokoena played in the match anyway, an administrative error, or oversight, that broke FIFA's eligibility rules. FIFA's decision, points stripped, result reversed. The match is now awarded as a 3-0 win to Lesotho, nullifying South Africa's original result. South Africa loses 3 points and is fined US dollars 12,536. Mokoena receives a warning rather than harsher player sanctions, likely because this is viewed as administrative rather than malicious. Impact on Group C and the stakes. Tightening the table. Before the decision, South Africa were at the top of Group C. Now, Benin leads on goal difference, tied with South Africa at 14 points each. Nigeria and Rwanda trail close behind with 11 points each, so the scramble for the top spot is suddenly fiercer. Qualifying rules amplify the consequences. Only group winners go to the World Cup directly. Runners-up must face an intercontinental playoff, a much tougher path. With 2 matches left on October 10 and October 14, every point and goal difference matter. South Africa now faces higher pressure to win decisively in remaining games. Embarrassment and credibility blow. The South African Football Association admits the mistake. Coach Hugo Broos has said, "We did something bad. We did something we shouldn't do." Critics question why FIFA took nearly 7 months to decide. Matches played in that period may have been influenced by the pending ruling. Historical parallels and ruled on player eligibility. Past penalties for ineligible players. This is not the first time a nation's World Cup hopes were endangered by eligibility violations. 2018, Nigeria lost a point for fielding Shehu Abdoli, leading to a forfeit. 2014, Cape Verde lost in a playoff after fielding a suspended player. FIFA's disciplinary code is explicit. If a team fields a player not eligible due to suspension, registration, etc., the match is forfeited as a 3-0 loss unless the actual result is worse for the offending team. Why it matters? These rules protect fairness, ensure consistent application, and discourage administrative flouting of regulations. However, enforcement can be slow, which can allow unfair advantages to persist for matches played while cases are pending. Key questions raised. 1. Why did it take 7 months for FIFA to act? That delay allowed South Africa's campaign to proceed under the assumption of safety. 2. Could this decision affect matches already played under the safe status? Teams may argue they played differently knowing the result stood, raising fairness concerns. 3. What do the remaining matches look like? October 10, Benin versus Rwanda, Lesotho versus Nigeria, South Africa versus Zimbabwe. October 14, South Africa hosts Rwanda, Benin visits Nigeria. Can South Africa recover? A full commitment, dominating wins, and favorable results elsewhere will be crucial. Will other nations protest similar oversights? Especially Nigeria and Rwanda, they have legitimate grievances now tighter in the race. What to watch next? Official appeals or counter-appeals by South Africa or Lesotho. How South Africa responds in their remaining matches. Goal margins, squad selection, urgency. Reactions from CAF, African football forums, and impacted nations. Whether FIFA changes the timing or transparency of disciplinary rulings in the future. Final thoughts. The ruling is a dramatic reminder. In elite football, administrative mistakes carry heavy penalties, sometimes heavier than tactical loss on the pitch. South Africa's dream of automatic qualification has been put in peril not by a bad match, but by a procedural error.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.